Welcome to Wave Productions. My name is Keith Coleman, and I will be your leader through the Wave Boot Camp. Over the next few weeks, your mind will go through a transformation that for many of you will change your lives for the rest of the time you are on earth. You will look at life differently, and you will have a stronger mind. And that stronger mind will allow you to accomplish many things. There's only one thing that I require of you as you go through this process. Don't quit. Are you ready? Here we go. Imagine you are riding on a bus taking you to Wave Boot Camp. It's dark, and the reflection of the streetlights flash on the seats like fireflies. Your heart is racing. You are full with emotion. You have fear and anticipation of what is to come. It's all of it boiling inside you. As the bus continues to roll into Wave Boot Camp, you start to wonder, what am I about to get into? The bus wheels come to a stop, and as they do, the doors open simultaneously. And a gentleman comes on the bus, and he looks at all of you and he says, take your seats and shut your mouths. Well, I'm getting ready to talk to you about what's getting ready to happen for the next few weeks. The first thing that I wanted to do is to teach you how to move quickly. So I'm going to give you an order to get off of the bus. And when I do so, get off the bus and take your bag. Put the bag in the right hand. And as the bag is in your right hand, stand with your mouth closed and your head and eyes straight to the front. Are there any questions to that? And naturally, the reply for you should be, no, sir. But what happens is he says, do you understand? And the reply again is, no, sir. He says, are you ready to do what I'm about to tell you to do? Now the reply changed. Yes, sir. Motivation is important. So at this time, he says, I'm going to give you a countdown. And when I receive the command to get off the bus, I want you to do so as fast and as safely as you can. Does everybody understand? Yes, sir. Here we go. Get off my bus. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, you scramble off the bus and you get onto the sidewalk. Once you're up on the sidewalk, you are holding your bag in your right hand just as you were instructed to do so. Once everyone is on the sidewalk, then the drill instructor says to you, stop moving. I'm going to give you your first class in position of attention mentally. What you're going to do, your head and eyes should be straight to the front. Your feet should be at a 45-degree angle. Your arms should hang naturally at your sides. Most importantly of anything else that I'm about to tell you is your mouth should be closed. You cannot learn anything while you're talking. As you were instructed to do so, you have now a bag in your right hand. That bag has all the negativity that you had. You were supposed to bring every bad thought that you had. Everything that anyone has said about you, bad or negatively, you were supposed to put in this bag. At this time that you have it, I'm going to give you the command to drop the bag. When you receive the command to drop the bag, put the bag on the ground and let it stay there. Don't look down at it. Don't think about it. On my command, drop the bag. You drop the bag. You feel a lightness about you. You feel that now, for the first time, no negativity is in your life. You have allowed it to leave. Now what we're going to do is I'm going to tell you your next command. Now that I have your attention and you are standing at the position of attention mentally, now we're going to talk about a few things. During the next few weeks, we're going to transform you. But in order for us to do so and to do so properly, you have to be able to follow orders. And these orders that we give you, you will find that by the time you are done, they will have helped to move and transform your mind into something different than what you ever had before. Now, what I want you to do right now is we're going to take you inside and we're going to put on a new uniform. The clothes that you have on are from old. The shoes that you have on are from days gone by. What we're going to teach you now is to have the ability to relax and to change and transform into something new. So at this time, this will end your first introduction to Wave Boot Camp. Okay, good morning. Now we are in day 2. In day 2, now we're going to give you a new uniform, a new look on life. You have taken off all of the clothing that you have brought with you to Wave Boot Camp. And now, as you sit there and you wonder, we're going to put on a new shirt. And this shirt, as you slide your right arm in and you slide your left arm in and you start to button up the front, You start to feel your shoulders starting to relax. You start to feel as a new person as you slide on your pants one leg at a time and pull them up and zip them up and button them up. You start to feel with a little bit more pride as your shoulders start to roll back, as your head starts to stand tall. You start to feel better about who you are and what you are. And now we're going to teach you to put on what is called a hat, or in some services called a cover. And as you put that on, and that is a reminder of what you are supposed to do, because you will at some point in time learn to salute and utilize in that cover. Now you're going to put on your boots. And as you lace these boots up one by one, that transforms you because you stand a little taller because the heels are a little taller, because you know that with these boots you can stomp over any obstacle that you may encounter in life. These boots will allow you to climb and move over obstacles and things that you get in front of. Now, as you turn and look in the mirror at your new self dressed in a new uniform of life, you have just become someone new. Congratulations. All right, day 3. Now what's going to happen is we're going to give you some physical exercise. And the way that you get your physical exercise through mentally is we're going to chant. As anyone else that would go on runs, you want to be able to chant. It relaxes your mind and gives you an opportunity to not concentrate on how far you're running, but to concentrate on the moment and on the songs. So what we're going to do right now is allow you to get out and we're going to do some exercising. And we're not even going to do the calisthenics today. We're going to go straight into the run. Naturally, you're going to exercise and stretch your mind, get it relaxed so you don't pull anything, just like any other physical exercise. But this is going to be a mental one. So what we're going to do is we're going to get ready to get formed up and we're ready to go on a little run. The way that the run and the chants work is that I sing to you and then you in turn sing back to me. This is going to be a little strange for you at first, but believe me, in time you will get what I call into it and enjoy it. And it starts to clear all the negativity as we run. So, without further ado, here we go. I can go to L.A. like this.
I can go to L.A. like this.
All the way to L.A. like this.
All the way to L.A. like this.
But when I get to L.A., the mayor's gonna say.
When I get to L.A., the mayor's gonna say.
How'd you get to L.A. in just one day?
How'd you get to L.A. in just one day?
I reply with a whole lot of anger.
I reply with a whole lot of anger.
Blood and guts and a little bit of danger.
Blood and guts and a little bit of danger.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Feeling good.
Feeling good.
A little run.
A little run.
Just for fun.
Just for fun.
I can go to New York like this.
I can go to New York like this.
All the way to New York like this.
All the way to New York like this.
Oh, when I get to New York, the mayor's gonna say.
When I get to New York, the mayor's gonna say.
How'd you get to New York in just one day?
How'd you get to New York in just one day?
I reply with a whole lot of anger.
I reply with a whole lot of anger.
Blood and guts and a little bit of danger.
Blood and guts and a little bit of danger.
Here we go.
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 1 mile.
1 mile.
No sweat.
No sweat.
2 miles.
2 miles.
Getting better.
Getting better.
3 miles.
3 miles.
Feeling sweat.
Feeling sweat.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Turn up the volume.
Turn up the volume.
A little bit louder.
A little bit louder.
In the front.
In the front.
In the rear.
In the rear.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Tiny bubbles.
Tiny bubbles.
In my wine.
In my wine.
Makes me happy.
Makes me happy.
Makes me double time.
Makes me double time.
Those tiny bubbles.
Tiny bubbles.
In my wine.
In my wine.
Makes me happy.
Makes me happy.
Makes me double time.
Makes me double time.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Up in the morning with the Texas sun.
Up in the morning with the Texas sun.
I'm gonna run all day till the run is done.
Gonna run all day till the run is done.
We're motivated.
We're motivated.
Truly dedicated.
Truly dedicated.
We're motivated.
We're motivated.
We love to double time.
We love to double time.
We do it all the time.
We do it all the time.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, now what we're going to do today is you're going to the rifle range. Now, we're not going to shoot anyone. The rifle range is not geared toward violence. The rifle range is geared toward being straight. The marksmanship. As you think about a rifle range and the people that have a rifle in their hand, they're trying to hit a target. That same philosophy is what you have to have in life. What is your target? Do you know? Have you thought about it? Or are we shooting at everyone's target? Imagine people on the rifle range and you're on target 3 and you're shooting over on target 7. That's not probably too good. Or you're on target 3 and you're shooting over on target 1. Also, that's not too good. Why is that? Because you don't know what your target is. You have to know what your target is in life. What is that? Education? Marriage? Work? Children? Who knows? No one knows but you. What do you want to do with your life? As we talk about this transformation for the Wave Boot Camp, you have to be able to be honest with yourself and figure out what your target is. Now, let's just say that you have figured out what your target is, whatever that is, because you take a minute out and you figure out what it is. Now that you figured out what your target is, now let's aim toward it. How do we do that? Well, let's think about that for a second. If you were shooting a rifle or any type of weapon, as you get ready to aim towards something, you have to make sure that the rifle or the weapon is level. Same thing with your life. If your weapon is not level, you're shooting down in the dirt. If your weapon is not level, you may be shooting up in the sky. You're not going to hit your target. So what's leveling your life? Well, you have to think about it. How much time do you have? 24 hours in a day? How do you level that? How do you level that with work? How do you level that with yourself? How do you level that with family? How do you level all of that? You have to be able to level it if you're going to hit your target, whatever that target may be. Let's talk about eye. Having your eye on the target, knowing which one it is. As you see someone hold a rifle in their hand, they put their cheek down and they're looking through one eye. Why is that? Because they want to be focused on what they're looking at as they look at their target. Are you focused? Have you thought about how focused you should be? Let's just say that you need to make an adjustment. Let's say that you are shooting on target 1 and you're on target 3. You have to be able to adjust it. How do you do that? Well, in many professional rifles, they have clicks, and it changes the windage, and it changes the apparatus of the rifle and how it goes left and right. You have to be able to do the same thing. You have to be able to make a change. And most of the time, just like people that are in competition, when it comes to rifle, nobody wants to make the change. It's too hard. What if I make the wrong change? You know one thing? If you don't make a change, there won't be a change. I can guarantee you that. If you don't make the change, there won't be a change. So let's say you have to make the change and you get yourself off of target 1 onto target 3. You're shooting like you're supposed to. And now, let's say you're hitting the target. Okay, that's good. Are you hitting the bullseye? Probably not. Because it takes time. Again, another adjustment has to be made. These are the kind of adjustments you have to make in your personal life, the kind of adjustment you have to make in your work life, in your private life. Make those adjustments because you may be on paper, you may be hitting the target, but you may be high and to the right, or you may be left and low and to the corner. You want to pull it so that you're in the bullseye every time. And the same thing about hitting it every time is they're doing the same thing all the time. You have to be consistent in your life. You consistently must go to work. You consistently must strive to be better. No one's going to tell you these things. No one wants to tell you these things. This transformation of boot camp right now is very important to you. So as we talk about this mental rifle range and you shooting for your target in life, first of all, again, know what your target is. Second, make sure everything is level. And third, one eye, aim toward where you're going. And fourth, don't be scared to make an adjustment. Make that change, whatever it is in your life. Okay, today what are we going to talk about? I know you're feeling better about yourself. I know you are. The transformation is taking place. So what are we going to talk about today? Coming off of the rifle range, now we're going to go into marching. The ability to move from one place to the other in an orderly fashion. Is that important in your life? Sure it is. How so? Let's talk about it. As you sit and watch people drill and they march, there's a left and a right and a left and a right and all the cadence that goes with that. How important is that? Well, think about it. As you see the precision of a group of members, whether they're in the band, whether they're in the military, or just that precision of their movement all as one. That's how your life has to be. Everything has to move as one. You can't have your finances moving to the right, and then you also have your personal life moving to the left. You can't have your ability to pay bills moving to the right, and then you have your ability to handle family matters moving to the left. Everything has to move as one. And as you have it move as one of the first things people say when they see a precision team is, man, they look good. Man, that's a beautiful thing. Your life needs to be the same way. It needs to be a beautiful thing. So as we talk about it and you go through it, you have to do it one step at a time. Left, right, left, right. You have your left side, whatever that side is, and you have your right side, whatever that side is. Or you may take what I may put finances on the right, and you may put it on the left. However you want to balance it as you work, and they work together moving forward. You don't see people drilling or working as a unit going backwards. You want to be moving forward. And so that process, that mental process of going forward and doing your left and right, I'm going to give you a little bit of cadence as you start to think about you moving forward. Here we go. Left, right, left, right, left, right. Pretty easy, right? That wasn't much. The thing about it, as the movement goes forward and things start to happen, I'm going to give you a little, for instance, of what we're talking about. Here we go. That's right. Yes. Right there. Huh. Come on. Right. Hit. Forward. March. Left, right, left, right, left. Left, right, left, right, left. Left, right. Left, right, left, right, left, right, left. Notice we started out very slow, very easy. Just give you just an idea of kind of what it sounds like. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to speed it up because as you start to move forward in your drill process of your mind, you'll become smoother. You'll get faster. You'll become more efficient. Now watch what happens. Left, right, left, right, left, right, left. Da da do, da left, right. Da 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 do, da da do, da left, right, left. Da da left foot right, da da come half left, hut, da da left right, da 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 do, da da do, da left. Right, left, da da left foot right, da da half right, hot, da da left right, da da left foot right, da da left right, da da left foot right, da da column half left, hot, pivot and step, pivot and step, pivot in, pivot in, pivot in, pivot in, pivot in, left foot right, left foot right. Notice how much faster that was, how much smoother that was as we move through. That's how your drill should be in your life. That's how your movement should be. Very smooth, but it only happens over time. A little at a time, a little at a time, a little at a time, getting everything together. So when I say left, you go left. When I say right, we go right. Everything moving smoothly. Make the adjustments in your life and march forward to your goal. Congratulations. You have now made it to the end of the Wave Bootcamp. You have gone through a transformation from where you were to where you are. We've talked about several things, all of which you need to incorporate in your life. You need to be able to move forward as you would in drill. You need to be able to aim for your target as you would as you had a rifle range. You need to be able to exercise your mind as you would when you were running some type of physical activity. All these things now have transformed you. We've took off the clothes that you had when you first arrived, and we put on a new you. We've also taken all the negativity that you had in that bag when you rode the bus into Wave Boot Camp, and we've put it on the sidewalk and left it behind. This transformation now for you, you are a different person. Your graduation as you move from here on out should be different. As you look at life, it should be different. As you look at family, it should be different. As you look at work, it should be different. Everything about you needs to be different. From here on out, you now are a graduate of Wave Boot Camp. And everything that says that about you. Your speech, the way you carry yourself, keeping your head up, moving forward. And if for whatever reason, you start to fall back and you start having negative thoughts and allowing what other people think of you to enter in, put the tape back in, put the CD back in, go through it again, reinvigorate yourself, because there's only one you that's going to be successful. There's only one you that's going to be able to do the wave. Oh, by the way, just in case you forgot what the wave stands for, it stands for waging an aggressive and vigorous attack. Meaning that's how you have to attack your life. You have to go after. You're going to be betting. Your wager is betting on yourself. Aggressive. You have to aggressively go out of the things that you want. Vigorously. You have to vigorously attack and be a part of what's going on around you. All these things are important as you move forward. So, again, congratulations on graduating from Wave Boot Camp. We'll see you next time.